Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Derek, formerly known as DoorDash Dad. On my way, snowy day in Michigan, man. About to head to Best Buy to get a pair of headphones for my child. He has a newer iPad and it has the USB-C adapter, but now that's starting to the connection between the 3.5 millimeter and the adapter is starting to wear thin. So I'm going to go get him his own solid pair of headphones. But this video, man, a little different. You know, you're gonna get all types of videos from the car, the ones in the studio, the ones on the road and such. But this video, man, is I am the hardest working YouTuber I know, right? I know it seems like a gloat, it seems like a flex, but it's not. I'm thinking about right now how that I am currently about to go take my son and his brother. I call both of them my kids. I'm going to take my kids to see Sonic 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, for those who are like, what's Sonic 3? I'm going to take them to see Sonic 3. And we made we try to have certain traditions, right? Certain traditions that we keep going. And my son he'll be 15, and he's not into like the little kid movies anymore, but he's still got that child innocence to some extent. Right now Sonic is more of my generation than he is, but Sonic has been one of the movies that have transcended like generations, right? So it's our generation, his generation. Sonic early 1990s, late 1980s, and it's still the thing. And the movie has done extremely well, but I get to take them to see the movie today, and I get to get them. We get the same thing all the time. We get the overpriced but very good chicken tenders and fries. We get the ridiculously large drink, and I bought the tickets early, which I bought online. It was about $40-something. I'm gonna spend probably another $45 on things to eat. And just like that, the movie theater, going to the movies, family of 3, is almost $100. But I work extremely hard to be able to do that and not be like anybody can take their family to the movies and stuff. Got Jared Goff on the side of me, but I'm working so hard because I want to be able to do that for my children, for my family. I want to be able to not only for the near future, like the next 5 years, but the 10 after that. I'll be 50 in 5 years, and I want to leave something behind for my family, for my child and such, and my wife and things like that. And I work extremely hard. I know that, obviously, excuse me, anybody that does YouTube knows that it's a grind. It is an absolute grind. Like, you are put through the fire. You are making videos for years and months, and you're never monetized. You're doing all those things. And then when you finally get monetized, you have to have success. So it's one thing to get monetized, but then it's another thing to have success. And I work extremely hard. I get up, let me just tell you a little bit about my YouTube day and why I'm the hardest working YouTuber I know, right? Which is basically saying I don't physically, personally know another YouTuber that works as hard as me. There is a guy who rivals me. He's part of the syndicate, and he works extremely hard because I know that he wants to do this. He wants to do what we're doing now. He wants to do this full time, and there comes a point where you have to commit. You have to shift priorities, and you have to commit. You have to decide whether doing the gig economy and making $20 an order is worth the same. You're losing time, because see, that's what I realize is time is one thing you can't get back. Like, people say it, but it is a true fact. You cannot get time, man. I'll be 50 in 5 years, and my son is turning 15. I remember when he was born. I remember watching Sprout. I remember those things, and now those things he's in the full-blown teenage years. Like, I'm talking about full-blown explosion teenage years, man. On the way to 15. When he turns in 15 years, and I look at life like this, in the next 15 years, like I look at the previous 15 years, the next 15 years, he'll be 30, I'll be 15. And I ask myself, do I remember the last 15 years? Now, I was going through a divorce for a long, my 30s are a blur. because he was born when I was 30. We divorced when I was 33, and there was a lot of fighting and you know, emotional adjustment between my ex-wife and I, that we had to, both of us remarried, and she has other kids and things like that, and so there was at least for me, I can't really speak for her, but there was an emotional adjustment. So just like that, man, my 30s are gone, right? And I also married my new wife at 36. But I look back and I'm like, wow, it's gone. So I realized that time is something you can't get back. And if the last 15 years went by like they did, from birth for my son to 15, what are the next years going to be like, the next 15? And I've come a long way on YouTube in the last 5 years. I've went from, I had a goal that I wanted to do it full time. And the thing about when you do a platform like YouTube is you have to always be learning. You have to always be evolving. Things are not going to stay the same, and you have to be willing to evolve, right? So time is the one thing you can't get back. But I work extremely hard. Let me tell you about my YouTube day. My YouTube day consists of, I talk about the Detroit Lions on one of my YouTube channels. This is another one. I have one that has over 33,000 subscribers that I'm truly trying to figure out what I want to do with that channel, how I want to move forward. Do I want to just sit there and let it be kicked out of the partner program? Do I want to try to make videos on it? Do I want to do something? And I could do those things. I don't want to fail. I don't like failing. And if I just let this channel sit, then I feel like I'm failing. But here's what my YouTube day consists of. So my wife works from home. My son is homeschooled. And my YouTube day, as this ambulance passes, my YouTube day consists of this. Usually get up, right, have some coffee, and I talk strictly about the Detroit Lions. You know, I'm like, well, how can you make a video? How can you make a career off talking about the Detroit Lions? Well, just look at ESPN. Look at Get Up. Look at, you know, NFL Network, right? But I also have a channel where I talk about the entire NFL, but I'm trying to kick that one off the ground. But I wake up, and on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have a live show on one of my channels. I take that content, I break it up into segments that can be repurposed from the live stream to make content, which will keep the flow, because I make content about the Detroit Lions the way I make it. I'm a news-based, rumor-based. Here's what's happening right now, so it's not evergreen. It burns. I equate it to the same as your hair lighting on fire, right? Hair lighting on fire is, if you've ever had a piece of hair light on fire, it burns almost as quick as you light it. That's why it's like, yo, if you get caught, if your hair or you got on like some fur or something like that and it gets caught, man, you need to get rid of that thing immediately, right? So I don't make evergreen content. Evergreen content is content that always is relevant, that can always be recycled, that never has an expiration date. But my content about the Detroit Lions does. What yesterday's price ain't today's price. What happened today might not matter tomorrow, right? What happened yesterday might not matter today. So that's the way I have to make my content. So I get up, I repurpose the live stream content for video segments. I use those video segments to carry me into the next live stream, rinse and repeat, okay? That's one channel. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Then on the main channel, that channel has 4,500 subscribers. I run it all. No, I take that back. I don't run it by myself. I have a person who is part of the syndicate, and he winds up he does a live stream on Tuesdays. I'm trying to make that channel where people who want to talk Michigan sports, Detroit sports, whatever it is, that you have an outlet to do so. So that channel has 4,500 subscribers. It's grown almost 1,000 over the last month, and we're steady growing. And I hope this time next year to be at 10K. Then I have my other channel, which has 25,000. No, I'm sorry. We're at 27,000 subscribers. And that's the channel that's carrying all the weight. It's carrying all the weight. If you don't believe that you can do full-time YouTube with 27,000, you have to have 100,000 or a million. That is false. That is false. You just got to be in the right niche. You have to make the right content. You have to get people to watch, but you don't have to have, I mean, you could probably have 1,000 subscribers, but here's the thing. If you have a personality that resonates with people, you're going to grow. You ever seen those channels that they got 1,000 subscribers but they'll have videos that have tens of thousands of views, but their subscriber count doesn't match. My subscriber count, I get about 25%, which is huge. 25% of my subscriber count watches my videos on a regular basis if the topic is done correctly, something they're interested in, which doesn't happen all the time. But so you got the first channel, and you got the one that's carrying my entire YouTube career at this point. And I'm not done, man. I still got this channel that eventually will be monetized. I'm not sure if it'll be a hit, if the channel will have any views and stuff like that, like DoorDash Dad did, but this channel, you know, and I've got other ones in the work as well. I've got another channel that's nearing 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. So not only do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, well, what do I do? So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I go live, I repurpose the content. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Monday, on every single day, I make videos on my other channel. Every single day about the Detroit Lions, right? So that's in addition to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But on Tuesday, Thursday, I don't have to worry about the content from the other channel. You understand what I'm saying? So this is all the time. And if news breaks about the Detroit Lions, I run downstairs and get it done. But working so hard. Right now, we go see Sonic 3 at 6:30, and I'm gonna pick my other son up, pick him up at 5:30. We're gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna have them order what they want. He's gonna come over and spend some time with his brother for the next couple of days. But I work hard for this reason. The fact that I can't control whether you watch, I can't control how much advertisers pay, but I can control the amount of content I put out. I can control the quality of the content. I can control the topic, the tags, the thumbnails, and I work so hard. By myself, I just created a Facebook page as well. I probably have to get somebody to run that. And I work so hard so that I can be there for my wife and my son, and be there and work my own hours and things like that. Am I at the mercy of Google AdSense and the viewer? I am. I am trying to, and I have other affiliates and sponsors and things like that. But at the end of the day, no matter who you have content, no matter what's going on, you need an audience. So it doesn't matter when people tell you on YouTube that you don't want to be at the mercy of YouTube. They are correct, because YouTube controls whether or not they activate or deactivate your channel. But if you are following the rules and you're obeying the community guidelines and the copyright guidelines, you will be just fine. Now, if YouTube as a whole go under, that's a whole different thing, but you will be just fine. So I've been seeing a lot of that go around, and I think that's a tactic, while accurate to some extent. I think it's also used as a scare tactic to get people to try to maybe sign up for courses or something like that. And yes, you have to be cautious. You have to be cautious when you are, because AdSense is so fickle. AdSense, okay, it's time to get off the freeway. Okay, if you weren't riding me so tough, what are you doing, buddy? Are you getting all the way over or what? I don't know. What is, I don't understand why women, it's women and old people. Women and old people, bro. You know, men get a bad rap for driving so erratic and aggressive, but from my experience on the road and with the women in my life, women, bruh, I mean, come on, she was all on me, bruh. She was all on your boy. I'm gonna go ahead and get off right here because I don't know what's going on. So we'll just travel the rest of the way on the road. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on driving right now because, you know, want to make sure I'm safe. Is it good? Is it good? Okay, it look like, okay, so it's one of the things where people are stopping because it's some people on the side of the road. I've never understood that. I don't understand that. Why does traffic that's 4 lanes away, why does it slow down traffic across I don't understand. Anyway, let me focus on driving, but that's why I'm the hardest working YouTuber I know, because I'm a one-man show, and even when I get back now, I gotta make content. I have to make content about the Detroit Lions. The injury designations come out at 4. That's why I left so early, to try to get there and get back. But anyway, I will catch y'all on the flip side, man. Subscribe to the channel if you want more YouTube, not tips and tricks, man, but life as a YouTuber. I'll catch you later.